Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I've got a full body Pilates Blitz for you. So we're going to use the whole entire body. Every element is going to be worked nicely. All you're going to need with you is your mat. And let's get started. So maybe stand to the back of your mats. You certainly need to have solid ground underneath you to help you with your balance. If you've got a really flat yoga mat, maybe you can stand on your mat, but I'm going to start standing to the back. So just standing with your feet just hip distance apart. It's quite a narrow gap between your feet, just the inside of the hips, and spread your toes nice and wide. So really spreading those toes nice and wide. We're going to lengthen up through the legs, so from your ankles to your knees, pull that part of your leg nice and long. Then from your knees up towards your hips, lengthen out your quad muscles here. And then as we come up into the tummy area, I want you to draw your navel just gently towards your spine so that you have a little bit of tone running through the abdominal region, but it doesn't affect your breathing. You can breathe quite normally. Just relax your chest, your shoulders down, and stand nice and tall out through the crown of your head. Let's start by taking the arms out to the side, so palms facing upwards. We're going to take a nice big breath in. Exhale, nod the chin into the chest and begin to twist your arms. So your roll down is going to finish when your arms can't twist anymore. So roughly nose in line with your navel. Big breath in. We're going to exhale, unravel the arms into the opposite direction and come up into a nice back extension for me. Just lifting up through the front of your chest. Again, breath in, let's take it forwards. Exhale, twist your arms until they can't twist anymore. Take a nice big breath in and exhale to reverse your twist. Lifting your chest, open up through your collarbone. And again, let's take it forwards. Let me face you again. Exhale forwards, nice big breath in. Unravel the arms. Lift the chest. We're going to just take one more in each direction. So breath in, exhale forwards, nod the chin. Draw your tummy muscles in, and last time, exhale, lift up your chest. Bring your arms down by your sides, perfect. Take a step back with one of your feet, just tuck those toes underneath you, and you want to bend the front leg here, okay? Arms out down by your sides. We're going to lift up, we're going to start to lengthen that front leg, drop the heel of the back leg, and we're going to lift open our arms. So really, again, we're extending our spines here. Let's sweep the arms through again, and now we're going to stretch our calf muscle here as well. Palms facing away from you. And again, lift up, open your chest, stretch your back, and sweep your arms through. So nice and controlled so that we don't lose our balance. So lifting up and through, lift the chest. And then as you lean forwards, we're going to try and keep this heel on the floor here to really stretch those calves. Take your arms all the way out behind you. And again, lengthen that front leg. Open up the chest, eyes glancing upwards, and lean forwards. Arms all the way out behind you. So we're just going to do one last one of these, just warming our bodies up. Lift. This time, as you take your arms out behind you, get them all the way out behind you and start tricep pulses, okay? Really nice and high, feeling the back of the arm nice and tight. Let's count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your feet together and step your other foot back. So tuck your toes underneath you first. Let's bend this front knee just a little bit, arms down by your sides. Just make sure you've got your balance before you start. So nice big breath in. We're going to lengthen the front leg, step your back leg to the floor, your heel to the floor, and open up your chest. Holding it here, let's take it forwards again. Taking them arms out behind you. And again, lengthen your front leg. Lift open your chest, stretch your back, and sweep your arms through. So just dropping your chin slightly towards the floor. And again, lifting up. So if we can, we're trying to now keep that heel, the back heel on the floor, to really get that lovely stretch through your calf muscle. That's what we're trying to achieve. And again, lift. Pressing your shoulders back and leaning forward slightly. We're going to go for 3 more. Let's do them all together. So 3, and sweep them through. Hold your balance. And 2, and take the arms through. And let's go for one last one. Lift those arms up nice and high. Take the arms all the way out behind you. Begin your pulses all the way out behind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 1. Step your feet together, pop your hands on your hips for me. We're going to point our toes, doesn't matter which leg you start with, we're going to circle the leg back and come into a nice curtsy. Standing up tall and circle your leg forwards as best you can. Circle back and drop it down, drop that knee towards the floor and circle forwards. And again, circle, curtsy down, stand and forwards. It's like you're drawing a circle on the floor with your big toe. Just try and keep that close to the floor, sweeping across the floor. And down, dropping that knee, standing tall and bring it forwards. And again, lift and forwards. We'll go for 2 more this side, just bear with me. And forwards, and on this last one here, of course, we're going to pulse. 10, 9, chest up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen up, bring your foot back underneath you. Let's switch straight to the other side. So pointing the toes, circle it back and dropping that back knee towards the floor. Lift and circle. And again, circle it away, drop down, lift and circle. Just find something you can focus your eyes on, because some of these moves can throw you off balance. So just focus on something dead ahead and drop it down. Lift and forwards. And again, circle. Tucking those toes underneath you as you circle back. And again, and dropping that knee towards the floor. Just a couple more for me. Lift, give your bum a squeeze at the top. On this last one, circle back, get into place and get ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand yourself tall, circle your leg forwards, drop your foot underneath you. Let's lay ourselves down. Coming down onto your mat for me. So feet hip distance apart here. Just for a moment, I want you to bring your body into neutral, so a little bit of a gap underneath that middle spine area, a little bit of a gap there. We're going to relax the chest and the shoulders. Just give them a little bit of a circle and let your head feel really heavy. I want you to take your arms out to the side, not too high, palms facing down, and then lift your legs off into a knee fold and bring the knees and the ankles together. So nice big breath here. We're going to take the legs to one side, head to the other direction, keeping those shoulder blades pulled back against the floor. Exhale side, inhale middle. Now we're looking for the knees to stack over the hips all the time, because what happens if we bring them too far in, your poor little tummy muscles are just going to turn off. So just make sure that those knees are always just nicely in line with the hips. Exhale side, inhale center, straight through the middle of the spine. Exhale, inhale, squeeze those knees together. Breath out and in, draw the shoulders against the floor. Try not to let them shoulder blades leave. Inhale center. Let your head turn to the other direction and center. Exhale, inhale, last one each side. Breath out and in, last one and center. Drop your feet down one by one, bring them to hip distance apart, just that small gap. We're going to clasp our hands behind our heads. Nice big breath in. We're going to exhale to nod the chin and curl up and lengthen out one of your legs. Point your toes, bring your thighs roughly in line with each other. Breath at the top and exhale to lower. So let's switch sides. Breath, exhale. And as we move through these curl ups, make sure that we are drawing the tummy muscles down in towards our spine, nice and tight. Exhale, breath, exhale down. Elbows just where you can see them. Don't wrap your arms all the way around your head. We want to be nice and open through the front of your collarbone here and down. Now let's see if we can take these into double leg. Breath at the top. Exhale. If you're not comfortable with double leg, stick with the single leg. And down. And again, just gathering those tummy muscles together. Exhale. And again, lifting up. Point your toes. Lengthen those legs all the way through. And again, lift, breath, exhale down. Let's go for 2 more. Nice angle of the legs and lower. And last one. Lift, breath, and gently drop your feet down. We're going to rest our arms down by our side this time, and I want you to push up into a shoulder bridge position. So we're going to come here, really tight on the back of your glute muscles, and lift your arms over your shoulders, okay? So backstroke arms as we drop our bottom towards the floor, just maybe a few centimeters off, and then fire yourself back up. Exhale, inhale, lift. So we're really just trying to strengthen up those glutes and into that lower back. So I want you to squeeze your bottom as you press your hips up. Breath, exhale. As long as you've got a breath or a breathing pattern that works with your moves, that's perfect for this particular exercise. And again, lift and squeeze and lower. Nice long arms. We're reaching these fingertips away from each other. So one hand is reaching for the toes, the other is reaching behind us. Exhale. Inhale, keep moving for me, and lift, breath out, and in. Let's go for two more, and lift, last one, and lift. Just roll through your spine, drop your feet on the floor, and slide your hands, so drop your hands on the floor, slide your hands just underneath your bottom, okay? The flat of your hands, just underneath that area where your bum starts to leave the floor. We're going to lift our legs up into a double knee fold, big toes together and knees nice and wide here, okay? So from here, I want you to drop your toes, both toes if you can, towards the floor. We're going to lift both of the legs up, squeeze the heels together, and then send the legs away on a nice angle. Point your toes, big toes together, drop them to the floor, lift and stretch. Now, as we go through these, if this gets tricky with both legs, just switch it to one leg and copy the same moves, and then alternate the leg, okay? There's always a way you can adapt these things. Tap the toes and stretch away, okay? Let's keep going. Tap, squeeze the heels, lengthen the legs away, point the toes. And again, just try really hard not to let your ribs lift off the floor. We're pressing those ribs down to the floor. Stretch your legs. Keep going for me. We've got a few more to complete these. And lengthen. 2 to go. And stretch. Squeeze those heels together nicely. Last one. Lift and stretch. Just bring your feet together, drop them down one by one, and separate your feet back to hip distance apart. Arms down by your sides. We're just going to take it back for a second. Nice big breath in. We'll exhale, roll our pelvis towards us. So squeeze your lower back into the floor, and then gently peel yourself off your mat, all the way up to the tips of the shoulder blades. Once we get here, we're going to open both our knees out to the side, so rolling the feet onto the outside border, but keeping your bottom nice and high. Let's level the feet off again and roll down through our spine. So working our spines, glutes, core. And again, tummy muscles pulled in, lifting to the top, press up really high. We're going to drop the knees out to the side, bring them central, and with lots of control, roll down through the middle of the spine. So we've got that nice little bit of glute work happening as we lift to the top here, dropping the knees out, working your glute muscles nice and tight, gently rolling down through the spine. And again for me, navel pulled in, lift, dropping the knees, gently rolling through. Let's just have maybe 2 more, and middle and lower. So on this last one here, let's all do it together. We're going to lift up to the top, drop the knees out to the side, keep your bottom nice and high, and start pulsing, okay? Bottom nice and high. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just closing the knees together and roll down through your spine. Just draw your knees into your chest for a very quick moment, and we're going to roll our knees off towards us, and we're going to come onto all fours or into a plank position next. So when you're ready, either roll yourself up or roll onto your side and get yourself up. And I want you to come hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and let's stretch our legs away nice and long. So into a nice high plank position, okay? So tucking those toes underneath you when you're ready. So bottom nice and low, tummy engaged. We're going to tap, and then bring that knee up towards your chest. Switch sides. Tap to the side, tap to the middle, and climb. Okay, keep going. Tap, tap, and in. Strong on your shoulders, long on your neck. Tap and tap. Bring that knee up to your chest, really working your core muscles. And back, and lift. And again, tap. Nice and long on the leg. A few more. Tap and tap. Really gentle little taps there. And again, tap. Middle, knee. Let's go for one more each side. Draw that knee in. You can feel them tummy muscles working really hard. And lift that knee in. Perfect. Drop your knees down for me. Just bring them closer underneath you here, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to stretch away one of our legs. I'll come towards you first. The opposite arm is going to come out to the side, so directly out to the side. And then we're going to see if we can lift this leg up, okay? So nice big breath in with your leg raised. We're going to exhale and come into a thread the needle. So you can bend your supporting arm and then bring it back out. So your arm comes back out to the side. Breath in, exhale. Try not to let that leg raise. And feed it through again. So really drawing up in these tummy muscles. Breath, exhale, keeping that chin away from your shoulder. Something to aim for. And again, exhale through. Inhale back. We'll go for two more this side. Breath out. And in. Last one for me. See where we can get to. And back. Let's pop down the toes. Bring that hand underneath you. We'll switch straight over to the other side. So leg nice and long. We're going to lift it up. Lift the opposite arm out to the side. Big breath in. Exhale. Feed the arm through. So the idea of having the leg raised here is that it is going to put us a little bit off balance. So we need to make our muscles work a little bit harder. Bend that supporting arm will help you get slightly further through on that rotation. Exhale, chin nicely away from the shoulder and lift. And again, exhale through. Inhale back, unraveling that arm all the way through to those fingertips. Exhale. Inhale. Last two for me. And back. Let's make it into our last one. Exhale. Inhale, perfect. Drop your toes. Let's come straight down onto our sides. So I'll get you to prop yourself up onto your hand or come into your usual side lying position if you regularly do Pilates and you're more comfortable elsewhere. Let's stretch our legs out nice and long. We're going to lift them up and come into little tiny walking legs. Just use your spare hand down as a little bit of balance to help you. So lifting your ribs off the floor if we can. Try not to be down here. Lift up nice and strong. And just little tiny walking legs to get us started. Want those legs, those thighs fired up, our glutes switched on, core muscles engaged. Just keeping that lift underneath your waist is going to make your core muscles work. So always got that little lift underneath you. Little tiny walking legs here. We're going to make these a lot bigger now. So let's take a nice big step between our legs. Tummy muscles working a touch harder. Try not to let your body rock backwards and forwards. So just by staying nice and solid and not rocking backwards and forwards, again, your tummy muscles are going to be switched on. All your core muscles, front and back. So point your toes. Nice big step between your feet, not too quick. Don't want to rush anything. And again, step and step. Keep going for me. We're nearly through it. Wonderful. I'll give you a little countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your legs together and we're going to bend the knees up, heels in line with your bottom. So open up your knee, your top knee, lift off your feet, and all we're going to do is we're going to close and open, close and open. And quite quickly, you're going to feel your glute muscles fire up nicely, which is exactly what we're trying to do. So right into these glute muscles here. Nice and wide on that opening there of the knee. Open and close. Keep lifting these ribs. If you've let them drop, just pull them up again. Close and open nice and wide. Wonderful stuff. And again, close and open. Wide on that knee, high on the feet here. I'm going to give you a little countdown. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Drop your feet, drop your knees. Let's roll onto our tummies. I'll come down this end so I can see you better. So legs nice and long. We're going to have our arms down by our side, palms facing up, and just drop your forehead down on the floor. So nice big breath here. We'll roll away the nose, start to lift up your head, shoulders, chest. We're going to keep looking down at the floor and reach for our toes and lift our legs at the same time. Hold it here for a breath. Exhale as we gently lower ourselves down and tuck our nose back underneath us, okay? So roll the nose, lift, reach in for those toes, lift the chest, tuck your chin under, so don't look forwards. Always keeping that chin a little bit tucked under. Breath, exhale on your way down. And again, roll the nose and lift. Breathing in, holding it here. Exhale down. So you're really strengthening up that back, this lower back area here, as well as getting that nice movement in your upper spine. Breath. Exhale down. And again, reaching for your toes. Squeeze your glute muscles. Exhale. Let's just take 2 more of these. Roll, lift, reach, breath, and down. Last one for me. Holding it here. Nice big breath. Final time. Exhale as we lower ourselves down. Now just press your hands to the sides of your body. We're going to push our bottom to our heels. We'll just take a quick breath before we move on. So just part your knees a little bit, reach your fingertips forwards, and just take a little sway from side to side, just to let your back curve around you after being on your tummy. Going to let those hips have a little bit of a stretch as well, get nice and deep into the hip joints. And we're going to think about coming over onto our other sides. So when you're ready, let's take a nice big breath in. We'll exhale, roll ourselves up to a nice tall seated position, and we'll come down onto our other sides. So just remembering which side you did, come over onto the other one. We'll prop ourselves up onto our hand, or if you normally use a cushion, then grab that instead. So legs nice and long. Lift up your ribs, use your spare hand down in front of you, and we're going to start with these nice little walking legs. So while we do these little walking legs, we can kind of correct our posture. We can make sure that our chin is lifted, our eyes are forwards, our ribs are lifted, or our waist is lifted. Pointing those toes, so we've got completely lengthened legs, really nice and long. Nice and tight in your thighs, glutes are switched on. Little tiny walking legs first off. Nice pointed toes, not too speedy, just a nice regular pace. Wonderful stuff. Let's make our steps much bigger, shall we? So without losing our posture or our alignment, try and get these steps wider to really just make all of those muscles switch on a little bit more, giving your body that blitz it needs. Nice big steps. Just skimming those legs past each other. They don't need to be too high at all. Excellent, excellent stuff. Keep going for me, we're nearly there. Point those toes, get them ankles long. I'm going to count you down from 5, nice and slow, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. We're there. Let's drop our legs down, and we're going to bring it into them oysters. So just bringing your heels in line with your bottom. We're going to open up the knee, lift off the feet, so the toes want to be nice and high, and we're going to close and open. So getting right into your glute muscles here. Close and open again. Last little push here with the core muscles, so get those ribs off the floor, chin lifted and eyes forwards. And when we open this knee, we're going wide. Want to get right into your mid glute, nice and tight here. Open and close. Keep moving through this, almost there. You want to feel a little burn at least. And again, open, knees together, nice and high and wide. Almost there for me. Keep powering through. Open and close. Again, I'm going to give you a little countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, You've done it. Last one. Knees together, drop down your feet, bring yourself up to seated for me. So we're just going to take a very quick stretch to finish off, and then you can go about your day. Stretching your legs out nice and long. Let's flex the ankles and sit up as tall as you can. We're going to reach our arms forwards, take a nice big breath in. Exhale, we're going to nod the chin and leaning forward. So dropping your head down towards your knees. If you're feeling particularly tight in the back of your legs, and a lot of people do, lift your knees, take a little quick sway from side to side, and then pinch all the way up and down the back of your legs. So those muscles there, the tendons, give them all a nice pinch, all down the back of the calves. You can even pinch up into the soles of the feet here. And then press down again, because it releases the muscle a little bit. And you might get down a little bit further. You might be able to feel more of a stretch in those legs. We're just going to hold it here and breathe for a few moments. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's try and flex our ankles as well. Big breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, pressing those knees to the floor if we can. Pinching the feet. Let's take a nice big breath. And last time we're going to exhale. Slowly unravel your body from the lower back all the way to the top. Shoulders down and relaxed. Chin parallel. And your class is complete. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell for all the new classes coming up, and check out the ones that are already on the channel. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.